Feel good about the scrimmage for the first scrimmage of the year. Obviously, there's a ton of work to be done. A lot of situational work we got to get into this week. But for the first opportunity to go in the stadium and compete in the scrimmage, did some good things on both sides. So really looking forward to getting these guys healed up for a day and then getting back at it next week.
There are a lot of reports this week about DeKale. What can you tell us about where he's at?
DeKale, we are optimistic that, he does not have a torn ligament. He has a strained ligament. And there's a good opportunity he'll be back soon, within weeks.
Outside of that, you think you're pretty healthy right now, Mark?
We are in pretty good shape, yeah. Yeah, we're in decent health, yeah.
How did Will and Joey do today?
All the quarterbacks did some good things today. You probably knew the answer before I said it, did you not? I mean, you want me to get Coach Morrow back out here? He's not allowed back out here. All the quarterbacks did some good things.
I know
He's
accuracy.
on lockdown. Lonnie, you and him. I see you two fraternizing on other spots. You stay away from them.
Mark, was there anything in particular you were looking for today?
That was. I mean, I just wanted to continue to be clean. You know, as you could understand with the new offensive system, the players, just the whole operation. It's really important just to, the terminology and all that coming from a pro system. Sometimes, all that, just the operation, the terminology, getting the formations and the shifts and the motions. There's a lot to it, and we're getting better. And a few pre-snap penalties. Just once or twice, I would have had to call a timeout probably, with the play clock and just things of that nature. We want to be as game ready as we can be. So always, always. I mean, when we're out here, in the scrimmage and in the live situation, I mean, obviously we want to come out of there healthy, but you need to play good, clean football. Basic, position on the football on defense and offensively. It's really nice to see us creating some big plays, and we need to. And that's what I'm looking for. Is the balance I've been talking about, and but the whole operation. And I was pleased. I think again, I can't wait to get back to work. We get through this scrimmage relatively healthy, which is always nice. Got a lot of work in, getting guys in game shape, extended. Longer drives and things of that nature. So we'll get back at it this week and go back at it again next Saturday.
Was JJ able to go out there at all?
No, he won't be live for a bit more.
Mark, any chance that we'll get a chance to see some of the practices?
Yeah. I don't see why not. So talk to Tony. I'm sure he'll talk to me, but yeah, I think it'd be fair to come back out and this week if you guys want. What day you want to come out?
Saturday.
Not push it.
How much shuffling can there be on the depth chart from the first scrimmage? Will that still come later?
Yeah, I think, there's always some positions, where there's shuffling. Coach Wolf is doing a really good job at O-line, and we like to move those guys around and just see what's the best, and have guys that can play multiple positions and the same, with all the positions really. The wide receivers are, getting interchangeable. The guys that can pick it all up can play a lot of different spots, which is always helpful. So we'll always, manage the depth chart day to day.
Is anything get scholars at the center position?
Pardon me?
Is anything get scholars at the position?
Yeah, we're exploring options there, and you always got to have your depth, especially at that position, and have guys ready. So
I was kind of going to ask about how Luke was looking, how you kind of felt about how Luke was coming along there.
You guys know Luke. I mean, he's dependable. He's been around here a long time, and he's a great leader. He's smart as heck. So I have a lot of confidence in him at the center position, but want to continue to get Q and get some other guys some reps and get Quentin some work at guard and center. So we'll continue to work on that.
Mark, on that inside linebacker, how those guys looking, especially your young guys?
Young guys, man, they're just players. They're just good football players. They don't know what they're doing with all the calls yet, but they can tackle the guy with the ball. And that's what you're looking for, right? So we've got to teach them and continue to bring them along, but they're very talented and they're very natural at getting people on the ground.
Would you undisputed overall leader of the football team right now?
Oh, you know the leaders. I mean, the guys that have been around. I mean, we just talked about Luke, and we talked about Darian, we talked about Josh Pascal, Square, the usual, guys that have been leaders, that have been around here for a while. So we have, we don't have a problem with, the looking for leadership. That's for sure. There's a lot of guys here, and we've worked hard at it, as you know. And Jason Cummings, and we're right in the middle of camp here, so we have a lot of leadership sessions, and we'll continue to do that.
Mark, is this the oldest defense you've ever coached in your career? I mean, you got seniors all over the place in every position.
It's nice, and with some super seniors on the football team, and some guys with experience. It's nice to have those guys for sure.
How much of a difference are those super seniors going to make for the program this year? I mean, not yours, but all college football.
I think it's really good. It's good for these guys. It's good for us. I know I'm enjoying having these guys. So I really don't know what it's like at other places, to be totally honest with you, until we start diving into personnel when we're playing games.
Everybody we've talked to, whether it's players or assistant coaches, they've always spoken very confidently. You hate false confidence. Can we believe them?
It is what it is. I don't manage the coaches or the players too much unless they're out of line, as you know. It is what it is. We have an opportunity, and that's just what I told the team. And that's not coach speak; it's the truth. I mean, there's so many details. There's so many little things. How many times do you guys write about it or talk about it, or me as a coach? 1, 2, 3, 4 plays that determine an outcome of a game. But it's not always the obvious plays. It's not always the turnover or the missed opportunity. It's all the plays in between that y'all don't see. You know what I mean? And you don't know what play is going to determine the outcome of a game. So we have a lot of things to just focus in on. We have a great opportunity. I like this team. But I want us to really concentrate and focus on all the little things, the details, the things that win or lose your football games.
Some of those bowl projections already,
Oh shit! Come on, man. We got 3 weeks of camp left.
I bring it up because you're kind of trending higher than you maybe would in the past. Is that something?
I don't even look, or I'm locked in there. I don't. No concern with that. Really, just want to continue to get the things we need to get done and focus on throughout the rest of this camp and get better.
Did you get much of a look at specialists today?
A little bit. We got to continue to get some kicks in the stadium and to return guys some looks. So we did some, but we'll continue to work that. Get more next week.
How's your new punter looking?
He was not out there today. He's got just a minor issue, so he didn't come today.
When coaches make a scheme change, sometimes there's guys that were maybe recruited for one scheme, but when you bring in a new scheme, you find out, wow, they really kind of fit this scheme. Are you seeing that on the offensive side of the ball?
We are. I think, it's always good to give the kids the opportunity. As you know, sometimes you've heard me talk about the game. Well, we didn't have that many opportunities or that many possessions or that many plays. And as we're going through camp and working a lot of different packages and kids at different spots, you are seeing guys that are stepping up and just improving, and quarterbacks giving them the opportunity to make plays and throwing the ball in places where, throwing them open. And, but, with the movement, it's like Isaiah, Cummings. Here's a young man that, always has a great attitude, works, does everything. And I think he's a difference maker in tight end. I mean, he's just so natural. He's so friendly to the quarterback, somebody that's that athletic with that kind of catch radius and is so smooth. Those big guys sometimes are stiffer than you think. And you have a big guy that's that athletic, it makes a big difference. And now all of a sudden you're looking at a young man out there and you're saying, wow, look at his athleticism. Instead of maybe a wide receiver where he's a great, he can catch the ball, but maybe doesn't have the top end that you're looking for. So now all of a sudden he looks very athletic.
Couple more.
Are they able to throw him open?
Absolutely. He's made some catches, a lot of practices. Made one out there today on third down that was a heck of a play, and it was Bo, bought some time, moved around the pocket and threw it up, and he came down with a fantastic one-handed catch to keep the drive going.
Is Rashawn still showing the kind of?
Pardon me?
Is Rashawn still kind of showing, what he needs to be showing?
Yeah, he is. He is. He didn't have as many big opportunities today, but he's been steady.
So Liam mentioned, he felt good about maybe 6 or 7 receivers on
Yeah.
Monday or
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, it is really good that DeKel, has an opportunity to come back because he really is doing some good things, and he has that speed we're looking for, and so hopefully we'll get him back in a couple weeks.
Okay, folks, thank you very
Good.
much.
Thanks.
Got our